Parlett, a 5'10 sophomore. Mexico is 2-4 on the season. They are coached by Ed Costley. You see him there. That's the Hillcrest coach, Justin Gerald, the home team. Ed Costley is the head coach of Mexico in his 20th year. Gerald, in his second stint at Hillcrest, is in his 5th year as the head coach. 8 minutes on the first quarter clock, and with the play-by-play of this game, my partner, Jason Word.
Thank you so much, Tom. Here's the tip, and let's get it underway. It's going to end out about not exactly the kind of tip you're hoping for to get the game going, but Hillcrest will take it as they'll get the ball underneath their own bucket. Lady Hornets setting up around the arc. Inbound pass, three-point try is off the back iron. Going to be rebounded, long rebounded, another three try. This one got down in control of the Lady Bulldogs. They draw the double team in the back court, but they are bringing it up in the timeline. Shot, passing out the shot, taking the drive. That shot's off the mark. Rebound is going to be loose on the floor and finally controlled by the Lady Bulldogs.
It's like a man-to-man defense by Hillcrest here to start this game.
Back into the corner, Willer. She's going to drive baseline. Tipped out of bounds. It's going to be in control of the Lady Bulldogs.
Stand corrected as I watched that. Looked like a 2-3 zone by Hillcrest with the big girl down low. That's Parlett kind of manning the inside of the lane at 5'10".
Cross-court pass, Hudson, no good on the tray. Rebound, put back, also no good. Rebound comes down to Summers, and the Lady Hornets bring it back quickly. Summers, top of the key. Dumps it to Askin in the near court, around the corner to Summers. Tipped. Good job by Askin to get control of that back. Three-point try from the corner. Up short. Rebound down to Hudson, and back the other way comes Mexico. Baseline drive, layup, little too strong. Rebound going to be controlled by Summers. 6:26 to go here in the first. Still no score between the Lady Hornets and the Lady Bulldogs. Now we've got some points on the board. Layup underneath there. Parlett with the first points of the game. 2-0 Hillcrest. Mexico bringing up over the timeline. And we're going to have a whistle. Willer hit the end line with the ball, Tom.
Yeah, she dribbled it out, and good pressure put on by Hillcrest there. Little half-court trap, forcing the turnover there, and the Hornets get it back here, leading 2-0.
Summers dumps it inside, trying to go below. Good defense underneath by Fountain. And we're going to have a whistle. See who they call the foul on.
Morgan Cook holding on that time. She's trying to grab the ball and possibly tie her up for a jump ball. Instead, she was holding on to the arm. And as you know, Jason, you can't do that.
Yeah. Little too much skin, not enough basketball on that one. Up over the timeline now, Hudson. Dumps the ball down low. Jason try to go baseline. Good defense, and we're going to have a travel underneath.
Well, credit Parlett with the good defense. Cuts off the baseline, forcing the travel violation against Mexico. And another turnover. Hillcrest now pitching a shutout.
5:30 remaining here in the first. In the near court, Summers dumps it down low to Askin. She'll go for three. That's in and out. Rebound going to be controlled, and back the other way comes Mexico. Willer underneath, layup, no good. Rebound down to Summers. That's her third board already. 5:09 remaining in the first. Caitlin Summers.
Half-court trap, and Hillcrest throws it away, and they've got Mexico's got 5'7" Claire Hudson out running the point defensively. Very tough to throw it over, and that time Hillcrest threw it away.
Lexi Willer on the point from the free throw line. That's going to be good. Claire Hudson with the first points of the game for the Lady Bulldogs. We're tied at 2 with 4:45 remaining in the first.
Little 1-2-2 half-court trap by Mexico.
Caitlin Summers down low loses it, and we're going to have a whistle and a foul. I think they're going to call it on Summers. No, I'm sorry, they're calling that on Cook, her second, Tom.
Yeah, second foul. That's costly, and already Justin Gerald going to get somebody off the bench to replace her.
Willard back at the point to Thurman. Thurman into the corner. 3-point try is off the mark, and the ball's going to go out of bounds. Looks like they're going to say the ball went off the hand of Cook.
Mexico coach Ed Costley was worried about his team's rebounding. They had lost 24 rebounds per game from last year's team. So he was worried, especially with the 5'10 Parlett down low for Hillcrest. But so far, they've been able to hang with them on the boards.
Cameron Summers to Caitlin Summers. Trying to go underneath. The ball's going to be tipped and controlled by Mexico. But a travel underneath, Tom.
After the steal by the Lady Bulldogs, traveling violation. We'll give it back to Hillcrest here.
Cross-court pass, a little high, able to bring it down. Here's the drive, the shot, not off mark. Rebound, put back, foul, and the bucket. So Parlett with a big, strong move. Gets the bucket and a chance for the and one. 4-2 in favor of Hillcrest with 4:06 to go in the first.
Yeah, good rebounding there by Parlett. And then under the basket, she had to lean back to hit that shot off the glass in an and one situation here.
And it's good. All 5 points coming out of the hand of Parlett. 5-2 in favor of the Hillcrest Lady Hornets.
Yeah, Mexico and Hillcrest applying some pressure here, Jason, in the first quarter. We've got the half-court trap by Mexico and the zone defense by Hillcrest. Mexico trying to pick up the speed a little bit, the pace, and it's cost them a few times, some passes that went awry. So some turnovers there. Hillcrest, meanwhile, using their post player inside effectively.
And Hillcrest really has been controlling the tempo up to this point, which should be more of an advantage than what it's been. But the Hillcrest Hornets really haven't had a lot of quality looks at the hoop so far. They do have the lead, though. That's all that matters. 5-2. 4:06 remaining here in the first. Thanks for joining us here on the Springfield Sports Network for the 48 hours of basketball. Big Shots Golf in Springfield welcoming you to the 48 hours of basketball. They've been wishing good luck to all the teams, and they have been enjoying how they've been playing on, Tom.
Absolutely.
Steal underneath. Askin says thank you very much. Dumps it off to Summers. Summers good. First basket for Caitlin Summers, and it stretches the lead to 7-2 with 3:41 remaining in the first. 3-point try from Thurman is going to hit. Jordan Thurman from downtown cuts the lead to 2. 7-5 with 3:25 to go in the first. Summers back out to Askin. That's off the mark. Rebound is going to end up a jump ball. Possession arrow is in favor of Hillcrest, so
Parlett around everything on the glass, Jason. She's really doing a good job on the boards.
let's go up over the timeline. Dumps that into the corner. Taylor goes underneath, and it's going to be knocked away. Hillcrest will get it back.
Kenzie Taylor's pass, about a 90-mile-an-hour pass across the baseline. It goes off of her teammates' hands and out of bounds, and some unforced errors by Mexico. Too many turnovers here early, and they're down 2 right now.
Barker coming in for Summers.
And now Mexico forcing a turnover as Hillcrest inbounded. And you see Coach Gerald over there not happy with the way his team handled that full court pressure.
Mexico now inbounds into the corner. Back outside as they'll reset their offense with Willer at the top of the key. Outside to Hudson. Hudson being double teamed. 3-pointer from the corner, way off the mark. Rebound now, down to Thurman. They'll send it out to Hudson and reset. Thurman in the near court, tries to pass across the middle, and that's going to go out of bounds. Off the hands of Willer, and the Lady Hornets will take over.
Good idea by Mexico. There's going to be a hole somewhere in that zone, Jason. They found it in the middle, but the passing not quite there right now.
Barker down into the near court. Summers underneath, turnaround jumper, no good. Rebound, put back, also no good. Rebound's going to be controlled by Hudson, and back the other way come the Lady Bulldogs. Long pass, and give credit where it's due. Alexis Willer really put in a bad situation with that pass, but at least she tried to get the layup up.
She did. She ran under the basket and still tried to put it up as she realized that she was not even close to being able to get that shot off in good stay. So they do turn it over there, and that could have been a turnover by Hillcrest.
And there is a
Steele.
turnover.
Yep.
As Taylor gets it. She's going to dump it off to Thurman. They'll bring it over the half-court line. Hudson underneath. Taking it back outside. Thurman goes for three. That's off the mark. Rebound going to be controlled underneath by Hillcrest. And back the other way because Cameron Summers. She's going to drive. She's going to shoot. She's going to foul and get the bucket.
How did she make that? She was falling away after being bumped. She was on the side of the backboard, Jason, and she still was able to bank it in. How did she do that?
That was WNBA level right there.
Watch this. Here she's bumped.
It was sort of the answer to what Willard did on the other end.
Yeah.
Gotten bumped, falling out of bounds, able to still get the bucket. 9-5 now in favor of Hillcrest. Converts on the and one. Second and one that Hillcrest Lady Hornets have converted. It's 10-5 now in favor of the Lady Hornets. 1:38 remaining here in the first. Pass is going to be stolen back on the other way on a 3-on-1. Here's the layup. That's off the mark. Rebound. And a foul call as Barker tried to go back up after getting the offensive board. So Barker will head to the line for a pair.
2 for 2 right now from the line is Hillcrest.
1:29 remaining here in the first. And the first one is no good.
This is the young Hillcrest team too, Jason. Start a couple freshmen in the starting lineup.
Second one off the back iron, no good, and the rebound's going to be controlled by Mexico. Back the other way, easy layup on the other end. Jordan Thurman has 5 points now in the game, 5 of the 7 for the Lady Bulldogs. 10-7 with 1:13 remaining. Here's a shot from the corner, that's off the mark. Rebound down to Addison Heim. And back the other way come the Mexico Lady Bulldogs. Into the corner, Thurman.
That trapping zone defense by Hillcrest.
Hudson. And that's going to be off her foot. Out of bounds. Some good defensive pressure that time by Barker. Mexico calling timeout with 51 seconds remaining in the first. It is the Hillcrest Lady Hornets 10 and the Mexico Lady Bulldogs 7. You know, Tom, one thing I'm noticing, especially Hillcrest defensively, they're using the extra defenders. We call those the end lines.
Yep.
They've been doing a very good job at pinning the Mexico offense against that sideline, forcing them to make some wild passes.
And several turnovers, and we'll get an updated stat sheet here after the quarter. The Drury SID crew doing a great job updating us on stats during this event, so we appreciate that. But rebounding, and I think some big numbers for Parlett on the boards already, and then turnovers against Mexico, and yet they're in the game. It's 10-7 right now. Hey, still need to do some holiday shopping? How about a Big Shots gift card? Right now, get a $10 bonus gift card with every $50 in gift cards purchased. Available in-store at BigShotsGolf.com. The more you give, the more you get.
I wouldn't mind getting one of those on Christmas morning. Inbound pass now from the Bulldogs. Into the corner. Goodwin tries to pass it out. Good job by Cameron Summers to hang on to that one. Barker into the corner. Goodwin back to Barker. Tyndall gives it off to Summers. They'll reset the offense. Barker, 27 seconds left in the first. And with a turnover. So 1-on-4 on the other way. That'll stop a fast break pretty quickly. And back over the timeline. So the over and back catches a break for the Lady Hornets. So like you said, Tom, the Lady Bulldogs really hurting themselves with sloppy play.
That was an unusual one, too, because Fountain decided to jump over the timeline at the last second. Once the pass was made to her, she was on the right side and jumped over to make the catch.
Goodwin underneath, shot no good from Parlett. Rebound being fought for, finally controlled by the Lady Bulldogs. 2 seconds left here in the quarter, and that's going to do it. After 1 quarter of play, Hillcrest Lady Hornets 10, Mexico Lady Bulldogs 7. This is the Springfield Sports Network on CityLink TV. Allison Events Center. This is the Big Shots 48 Hours of Basketball, hosted by the Missouri Basketball Coaches Association and Greenwood Laboratory School on the Springfield Sports Network. I'm Jason Ware with Tom Ladd. Thanks for joining us. We start the second quarter between the Hillcrest Lady Hornets and the Mexico Lady Bulldogs. Whistles, bodies flying. It's like the WWE broke out there for a second. As Mr. Ed Beach brings us over some statistics here for the first quarter.
Hillcrest 4 of 16 in the quarter, 0 for 6 from 3. Mexico 3 for 11, 1 for 3 from 3. 9 turnovers, Jason. We talked about them. 9 turnovers by Mexico in the first quarter. And rebounding pretty close, 11-10. Mexico with the advantage.
Tyndall now top of the key as Hillcrest resets their offense. Kicking around the arc. Good job by Tyndall. Drive. Shot's going to be tipped a little bit and go out of bounds. Hillcrest will maintain possession. Mexico sets up in the 2-3.
We should mention Hillcrest did play last night at 6 o'clock. They won a game last night against Humansville at 6, and here they are just a few short hours later playing again in this 48 hours of basketball.
Summers for 3. That's going to miss the mark. Out of bounds for the Lady Bulldogs. 10-7. Hillcrest Lady Hornets up with 7:07 to go in the first half. Little pressure defense over the timeline. Epperson gets it over to Seifert. Back inside to Epperson. And we're going to have a travel call there, and she knew it. You see the look on her face, Tom? She knew it on that one.
Yeah, so she catches it at high post against that 2-3 zone, which is good, but she didn't know the defense was behind her. She was blocked going up and then came down with the ball, and that's the travel.
Had that little smirk on her face like, yeah, I know it. Anybody who's ever played sports, you've had that moment. Back over to Barker.
Mexico also in a 2-3 zone here defensively.
Askin in the game. Over to Goodwin. And a wild pass there went in between Summers and Askin. Not sure who that was meant for.
Well, scorekeeper Jimmy over there, I think he had the hands on the ball.
Willer inbounds it, and the Lady Bulldogs will set up their offense. Inside to Willer. Back outside. Seifert around the key. And we're going to have a foul call here.
Tripped by a defender there. Addison Heim was fouled, and it'll be Mexico ball underneath.
Going to call the foul on Summers. And that was really unintentional on her part. Rebound comes down to Askin. 6:05 remaining in the first half. Goodwin fakes the 3, drives, and shot was tipped underneath. Rebound down to Heim. Heim to Epperson. Back outside. Just inside the arc, no good. Rebound. Controlled by Epperson and then loses it on the pass. Barker in control for the Lady Hornets on the point. Dumps it off to Goodwin. Goodwin. Around to Summers. Summers goes for 3 and gets it. Cameron Summers with the tray. Lead stretches out to 6. 13-7 Hillcrest. 5:18 remaining here in the first half.
Summers just a freshman.
Here's a three-point answer on the other end. In and out for Addison Heim. Rebound, though, will fall.
Epperson with the putback there for Mexico, the 5'9 senior. Didn't waste any time putting that back up.
Under 5 minutes to go, first half. And a great steal. Honestly, Tom, that was a beautiful steal by Carly Seifert. She able to save it, got underneath, and then was doomed by a bad pass under the bucket.
Yep, she was leading the fast break, but the pass, a bounce pass, didn't have a lot of air under it and went right past Seifert, not a bounds. Hillcrest has it.
Pressure defense now from the Lady Bulldogs. 4:44 remaining in the half. Summers, baseline drive, no good. Rebound comes down to Seifert. And the pass stolen from behind. And the pass stolen right back. Thurman. And we're going to have a travel call. They're going to wave off the bucket. So a travel on Thurman.
Probably fortunate that was a travel because it looked like she used her her forearm to push off on the defender. Could have easily been an offensive foul.
Back the other way, Cameron Summers. Here's a drive. Gets bumped, no foul. Refs letting them play a little bit today. I'd like to see that. And here's a shot. They're waving off the shot for the travel. She double hopped before she put that one up, Tom.
Yeah, caught the ball. She had to turn all the way around, about a 180 turn, and get her feet set without dribbling the ball, and that's a turnover. Again, had a flurry of those in the first quarter, so they're adding up for Mexico. 9 in one quarter for Mexico. And again, credit Hillcrest defense. They've been active on that 2-3 zone. A lot of trapping, really putting pressure on the ball.
4:05 remaining. Here's a drive, and the ball's going to go out of bounds. Jordan Thurman sticking her hand in to knock that one away. So Hillcrest will retain possession as Kaylin Summers will inbound from under the bucket. Go to Parlett. Parlett is going to get fouled as she goes up.
She'll go to the line to shoot free throws here. She's 1 for 1 right now, Jason, from the line.
Willer getting called for her first foul of the ball game. And the first one is on the way and good. Parlett now 2 for 2 from the free throw line. She's got 6 in the ball game. 14-9 in favor of Hillcrest. Halfway through the second quarter. Second one rattles around and falls. It doesn't have to be pretty. It just has to go through. 15-9 in favor of Hillcrest. Back the other way quickly. Here's going to be a foul underneath. See who they call on. They're going to say Parlett drew the foul. 2 shots now coming up on the other end. Let's see if Mexico can answer. First one's off the back iron, no good.
Messiah Simpson shooting here. Watch her put the ball on the floor here, Jason. She didn't do it.
Makes the second. And we're going to have a whistle and a timeout called for by the Hillcrest. A good timeout there. 3:46 remaining in the first half, 15-10 in favor of the Hillcrest Lady Hornets. Now, Tom, you were talking earlier about the fact that Hillcrest played a game last night. So they're back today. They're a little tired. You can understand maybe some sloppy play on their end, having played the game last night. Mexico, where is this sloppy play coming from?
Well, maybe the travel. You know, their boys played last night a triple overtime game against Stratford and won it. That was a 85-82, one of the more exciting games, if not the most exciting game we've had so far.
Well, those teams are both ranked in the top 5 in the state.
Yep. So Mexico won it in triple overtime, and I'm sure the girls were keeping track of that game. So both teams here, and we want to thank some of our sponsors, including the Host Hotels, DoubleTree by Hilton, Spring Hill Suites, Fairfield Inn and Suites, and Holiday Inn Express North Springfield for providing the traveling teams with a good night's rest throughout the 48 hours of basketball.
And for those of you hanging in your 44th hour of 48, hey, if you're an Iron Man or Iron Woman getting through all 48 hours, we salute you.
And do call your family and friends. Let them know we've got this live, absolutely free. Nothing's free anymore, but this is.
No. Barker tries to go underneath, and the pass is going to be a little too far ahead.
And what are they going to say? It's going to be, one official said the ball was tipped, so they're going to change it.
Well, I thought the ball was tipped too, Tom, but so I have to say I agree with the officials on this one.
Ed Costley doesn't agree with it.
Hillcrest now to inbound underneath, put up no good. Rebound being fought for, and a whistle and a foul call. They're going to send it back the other way. I think they're going to call the foul on Cook.
Inbounds play there for Parlett, but she couldn't finish under the basket.
Third foul on Cook. 3:34 to go. And Cook's going to come out of the game.
That hurts the size a little bit for Hillcrest. Cook is 5'8", probably the second biggest player on the squad.
Good pass underneath. Great block on that shot. Parlett getting the hand up to swat that one down. And the ball's going to be in Hillcrest's hands after the foul call, I believe, on Jones. First foul on Jones, team foul number 6. Long pass. Barker. Shot from the free throw line off the corner of the glass. And the ball's going to go out of bounds. It's going to be in favor of Hillcrest.
A couple of Lady Bulldogs running into each other, knocking the ball out of bounds. That's the ultimate unforced error, isn't it?
Yes. We're seeing a lot of those from the Lady Bulldogs. 3 minutes to go, first half. Barker over to Summers. Summers outside Barker. They'll kick it around to Cameron Summers. And the pass is going to be stolen. Hudson, layup on the other end, no good.
Well, that was a great job by Hudson to draw the contact as she went up for the lay-in. Foul is called against Summers.
Well, give Caitlin Summers credit. You know, the old rule of the schoolyard, no easy buckets. And it pays off as she misses the first of the 2 free throws. 2:46 remaining first half, 15-10. Hornets over the Bulldogs, misses the second. So it ends up being a good foul for Summers as they don't convert either free throw. 15-10, 5-point lead for the Lady Hornets. 2.5 to go in the first half. Underneath, pass is going to be knocked around and knocked out of bounds.
Boy, good job by Mexico to prevent that pass down low to Parlett. They understand what Hillcrest wants to do, get it into the 5'10 sophomore who's been effective against Mexico.
Outside, Askin. Barker. Back to Askin. Summers now top of the key. Hillcrest resets the offense.
Man-to-man defense here by Mexico.
Barker. Back out to Summers. Three-pointer off the mark. Rebound controlled by Parlett. Next shot no good, and the rebound controlled by Thurman. So Mexico with a chance to cut the lead from 5. Under 2 minutes to go, first half. Here's a shot, no good. Rebound comes straight down in the hands of Parlett. Clock running, 1:40 to go, first half. 15-10 in favor of the Hillcrest Lady Hornets. Summers is going to have that one. A little too much arm on that one. Simpson will get called for her first foul. Oh, they're going to call that one on Fountain. My apologies. Fountain's first foul, team foul number 7. Summers will head to the line. Caitlin's got 2 points so far in this game. No good on the 1-and-1. Rebound back the other way, wide open. Thurman lays it in.
Second time that's happened in the game. That's something that the Lady Hornets have to recognize that somebody's going to be creeping down the floor. And I think both times it's been Thurman had the easy layup.
7 points in the game for Jordan Thurman. 15-12 in favor of Hillcrest. 1:20 remaining here in the first half. Underneath, Parlett, turnaround jumper, good.
Wow, tough angle. She's able to make that on the baseline over the top of the defender who played good defense too.
17-12, 5-point lead again, 1 minute to go first half. And we're going to have a whistle, and they're going to say that Burnett stepped on the end line.
I don't think Willer wanted to shoot that ball. Looked like she was wanting to pass down low, and then her teammate was covered, so she decided to go up with a little floater from the foul line. Missed everything, and it's knocked out of bounds by her teammate.
Askin trouble controlling the inbound pass. Summers going to bring it up over the timeline, dumps it down to Askin, double team. Back outside. Summers allows the offense to reset. Had a lane, but it quickly collapsed. Tyndall over to Cameron Summers. Clock running, 30 seconds remaining in the half. Caitlin Summers and Hillcrest, it looks like they're going to try to play for the last shot. And the ball's down on the floor. And they're going to end up with Mexico getting the ball.
Yep, tried to dribble between two defenders and lost the ball there.
Well, credit to Fountain for realizing it was coming her way. Kylie Burnett gets the bucket, 17-14. 4 seconds left. Summers, 3 at the buzzer, and that's going to be it for the first half of action as we head into the half. The Hillcrest Lady Hornets 17, Mexico Lady Bulldogs 14. This is the Springfield Sports Network on CityLink TV. Hi, Tom and I do. How would you like to enter to win some free golf? Text Big Shot 48 to 96752. Big Shots Golf, they're proud to sponsor the 48 Hours of Basketball with a free special offer for all attendees. Text Big Shot 48 to 96752. That'll get you all the details. Well, Tom, we're here at the half, 17-14 in favor of the Lady Hornets in a game that, if we're being honest, has been very sloppy.
Yeah, there's been a lot of turnovers by both teams, especially Mexico in one half, 16 turnovers, Jason. They have 5 assists, 16 turnovers. They are shooting 31% for the game, 6 for 19, 1 for 4 from three-point range, and 1 for 4 from the foul line.
And the thing with that is they're down 3.
Mm-hmm.
By all statistics, that first half was horrible.
Well, and here's
Mexico.
why. They have also forced 11 turnovers, and they have forced Hillcrest into shooting 6 for 28, which is 21% for the game. So you got a team shooting 31%, trailing by 3 at halftime, to a team shooting 21%. But those 5 extra turnovers have been costly. As you look at the numbers here, points off turnovers, Hillcrest has 7 to Mexico's 4 so far in the game.
Well, and the difference in this game, really, the free throws.
Really is 4 for 7 for Hillcrest, while Mexico is 1 for 4. Rebounding wise, it is Mexico by 4, 21-17. However, Hillcrest has 7 offensive rebounds.
Mexico will get the ball to get things going here in the second half. Jordan Thurman inbounds it to Lexi Willer, and we are underway. Hillcrest again with the aggressive defense. Faith Askin tipping that one out of bounds.
Those cross-court passes, very dangerous against his own defense, especially if you got somebody quick in the back line that can come up and knock the ball loose like Hillcrest showed there.
Top of the key, jumps it around to Thurman. Thurman back outside Simpson. Here's a three-point try. That's going to be off the mark. Rebound comes right into the breadbasket of Faith Askin. And back the other way come the Lady Hornets. Caitlin dumps it down into the corner. Madison Goodwin, and we're going to have a whistle.
Mexico elects to trap the ball, that first pass in the half-court offense, and trying to dribble past it. A foul occurs against the Lady Bulldogs.
Claire Hudson getting called for her first foul of the game, first foul of the second half. Just underway in the second half of action, 17-14 Hillcrest. And we're going to have it's not a matter of if it's a foul, it's who the foul is going to be on.
Messiah Simpson will pick up that foul, and that was not on the shot. So it
sure looked like a shot to me, Tom.
Me
but of course, she was, as much as Parlett was getting mugged, a little hard to tell underneath. Summers, and shot's going to be off the mark. Offensive rebound for Askin. Kicks it outside. Summers, top of the key to Caitlin Summers.
Twin sisters, the two starting guards. They go 2 freshmen, 2 sophomore, and a senior in the starting lineup, does Hillcrest.
And this one's going to be tipped out of bounds by Hudson. We are a minute and 15 into this second half. Shot is up off the back iron, no good. Rebound, put back, will fall.
Parlett with a basket. She's in double figures now with 11 points to lead Hillcrest in scoring.
Willer brings the ball up over the timeline. Dumped down low. Ball gets away, but Thurman recovered, but she travels. So another turnover. 19-14 in favor of the Hillcrest Lady Hornets. 5-point lead. 6:13 remaining in the third quarter. Underneath, turnaround shot. Nope, they're going to wave it off. They're going to say Askin traveled. So an extra step underneath. You see on that replay there, part of that with the layup, strengthening the lead out to 5, which has been the biggest lead of the ball game for Hillcrest. Pass tipped, stolen. Summers back the other way. Drive, and no good. Actually, good defense that time by Willer not to carry out the foul. They'll go to the other end. And again, great defense. Parlett swats that one down. Ball's going to go out of bounds, however. Turnover, and it will get into the hands of the Bulldogs. So, good defense on both ends of the court.
Yeah, Parlett with a block, the rebound, but her outlet pass a little too tall for her teammate, and it goes out of bounds.
Hudson has her pass knocked out of bounds by Askin.
Defending the passing lanes there. Credit to Faith Askin, the 5'5 senior, to knock it out right in front of the Mexico bench.
And now nobody. Askin has really, really been effective defensively in this game.
Mexico will inbound right in front of their bench.
Willer. Back outside to Heim. Good defense, keeping everything beyond the arc. Here's a drive. There's a shot. That's off the mark. Rebound down to Summers. Cameron Summers now being double-teamed in the backcourt. And she's that very smart play there, throwing it out of bounds off the hand of Heim.
Yeah, I think she was trying to get a pass off there, but they did swipe it out of her hands, and they're going to try and trap her again. But Summer will work it
able
down
to break
the floor.
It and a whistle.
Yep, she palmed the ball.
And no, we didn't plan to say that in stereo. That just happened. 5:03 remaining in the third period, 19-14 in favor of the Hillcrest Lady Hornets.
Player checking in for the Lady Bulldogs.
Kirsten Epperson coming into the game for the Lady Bulldogs. Willer dumps it over to Epperson. Epperson back to Willer. Hudson, drive, and we're going to have the foul underneath. Should be on Parlett. It is her second foul, first team foul. No question of the foul on that drive. First free throw rattles and falls. So Hudson getting the first points of the second half for the Lady Bulldogs.
1 for 3 from the charity stripe so far in the game.
Make it 2 for 4. 19-16, 3-point lead. Lady Hornets with the ball, having it stolen away. Thurman back the other way. Heim had it, had a teammate open, but wasn't able to control it, Tom, so it'll turn it back over to the Lady Hornets.
Credit Caitlin Summers for great hustle there to get back after the Hillcrest turnover. She got back defensively to make that tough to get the shot off.
Caitlin Summers in the near court. Pass is going to be stolen. Back the other way. Layup is too strong. Putback is good for Addison Heim. That's Heim's first bucket of the game. 19-18. 1 point lead now for the Hillcrest Lady Hornets. 4:16 remaining in the third quarter as we've got a timeout.
Well, now Mexico with some good defense, picking off some errant passes by Hillcrest, and those turnovers are resulting in points, Jason. Got them back into the game. Down 1 right now here in the third quarter, 19-18, and Hillcrest just hadn't even been able to get into their offense as they've turned the ball over several times on their offensive end of the court.
And the problem with Mexico, Tom, in the first half, the sloppy play, the turnovers. It honestly, had they even cut down on a quarter of their turnovers, I don't think they would have been trailing at the half. So what we're seeing here is, if you've noticed, they've kind of pulled back within themselves a little bit on their offense. They're not pushing it quite as hard, and as a result, they're able to set their defense a little better, getting these key turnovers, pulling back within 1. So the Lady Hornets now inbound with a 1 point lead. 4:10 remaining in the third quarter. Underneath, here's a shot off the mark. Rebound Askin. Summers to Summers. Around the horn, Goodwin. Pass is going to be stolen as they try to go underneath. Willard down into the corner. Hudson thought about a 3, passes it up. Now drives. They're going to call it jump ball.
She goes up, and they had the ball from the top. You'll see, they kind of muffed the ball from the top, and they called the jump ball there. A good call by the official.
Indeed. 3:40 remaining, third quarter. Summers into the corner. 3-point try, off the mark. Rebound going to be controlled by the Lady Bulldogs. Hudson gets it up to Thurman. Thurman underneath. And the ball's going to be tipped out of bounds. Parlett got her hand in there to tip that one away. So both teams still with their aggressive defense. Neither team has even reached 20 points yet in this game. 19-18. Here's the 3-point try. That's off the mark. Rebound easily controlled by the Bulldogs. Hudson off the mark and out of bounds. Hillcrest coach not very happy about a lack of rebound on that one, Tom. And the Lady Hornets over the timeline. Break the press. Goodwin underneath. Good job by Parlett to save that one. Summers top of the key. Goodwin gets the bucket. Madison Goodwin's first points of the ball game. 21-18. The Lady Hornets now have a 3-point lead with 2.5 to go. And the ball's going to be wrestled around. Good defense, but Mexico able to save it. And the ball's going to go out of bounds as Carly Seaford was unable to hang on to that pass.
Yeah, it hit her in the hands, and sometimes for some players, it's the worst place to hit them. Goes through her fingertips and out of bounds. Another turnover for the Lady Bulldogs. Hillcrest ball, 2:24 to play in the third quarter.
And it's like you said earlier with an earlier bounce pass that got away from it, was kind of low to the court. I think she was expecting a little more bounce out of that pass. And here's the ball's going to be knocked away, back the other way. Steal, layup, bucket, Claire Hudson.
Yeah, Hudson just kind of lingering around that timeline area. She's gotten a lot of free balls. And there's another one, but this time she got a little bit of the arm as she swipes down to knock the ball loose and will pick up a foul.
So giving Hudson credit where it's due, I mean, that was a textbook steal, drive, and layup. I mean, that's how you teach it in practice. Back the other way, off the back iron, that's no good. Hudson will take the ball. Lady Bulldogs are down 1. Here's a shot tipped. Barker tips it. Parlett back the other way. 3-point try from Askin. No good. Rebound going to be controlled by Epperson. She'll kick it off to Hudson. Minute and a half to go in the third. Epperson dribbles out. Pass to Hudson. And we've got a 30-second timeout being called. So we've got the timeout with 1:17 to go in the third. Hillcrest 21, Mexico 20.
Yep, one more game after this one, Jason. Should be a big one coming up as get to watch a couple of the best in the country. Link Year Prep National and the Skill Factory out of Georgia. Some of those players have made their way into the Betty and Bobby Allison Greenwood Event Center for that game. So that'll be coming up. That'll be the final game of this 48 hours of basketball hosted by the Missouri Coaches Association and Greenwood Laboratory School. So
and that's going to be a whale of a game, Tom. I mean, I know at least Caden Cooper with Skill Factory, he's going to be going to Oklahoma. Desmond White with Skill Factory, he's going to be playing at George Mason. So we've got some guys that are going to be playing that D1 college ball on display in that next game.
Link Year Prep as well has Jacoby Walker headed to Baylor, a number of 4- and 5-star athletes on the squad. Yep, that'll be a rim rattler next game.
Shot there off the mark. Rebound comes down to Cook. And she was unable to keep her momentum. Her plant foot slid just a little bit in the turnover there. 1:04 remaining in the third period. 21-20, a 1-point lead for Hillcrest.
Jason, when your turnovers are more than your points, that's not a good stat.
No.
By either team, and they may be both ways in this one.
Rebound down to Cook. Gets the ball to Parlett. Here's a 3-point try. That's off the mark. Rebound is going to go out of bounds. And they're going to say the ball went out of bounds off of Seifert. 21-20. It's a 1-point lead for Hillcrest. 42 seconds remaining in the third.
Officials working this game, by the way, Jason, Tim Bishop, Eric Hawken, and Tim Dishman, the Zebras.
Inbound pass. Parlett unable to convert. Officials actually been doing a really good job in this game.
Very good.
30 seconds remaining here in the third. Simpson underneath, in and out. Rebound's going to be controlled by Parlett. And the outbound pass is going to be stolen away. Jordan Thurman. 15 seconds remain here in the third. Outside 3-point try. That is off the mark and out of bounds. With 7 seconds remaining here in the third. 1-point lead for the Lady Hornets. Pass going to be stolen away. 2 seconds, 1 second. Gets the shot up, but not in time. So after 3 periods of play, Hillcrest Lady Hornets 21, Mexico Lady Bulldogs 20. You're watching the 48 Hours of Basketball on the Springfield Sports Network through CityLink TV.
a 1-point lead, 21-20. See what happens final 8 minutes of this one between Mexico and Hillcrest.
Thurman will run the point for Mexico, trying to go underneath, turnaround shot. Simpson, good. So Simpson, with her first points from the field, gives Mexico their first lead, 22-21. 7:40 remaining in the game. Hillcrest at 1 point, led by 5. Find themselves down 1 as they go underneath. Shot no good, put back, and a foul call as Parlett trying to make it happen alone underneath. Got her own rebound and draws the foul.
2 rebounds away from a double-double is Parlett. He's got 11 points, 8 rebounds right now, as Hillcrest has overtaken Mexico on the boards 30-27.
First free throw is on the way and in and out. That's her first miss from the charity stripe. She's 3 for 4. 7.5 to go in the ball game. 22-21 Mexico. Second one off the back iron, no good. Rebound's going to be controlled by Simpson. And the Lady Bulldogs will set their offense. They're up 1. Willer, Simpson, in the corner to Thurman. Thurman drives, has it stolen away.
Yeah, block shot there by Parlett, and then she got the rebound.
7 minutes to go in this contest. Summers trying to get the ball inside. Layup is good.
Well, they continue to force it inside to Parlett. They got the pass in there. She spun immediately and scored on the bank shot.
23-22. It's a 1 point lead for Hillcrest. 6:38 remaining in the game. Burnett gets it inside to Thurman. Thurman, baseline Simpson. Passes underneath, stolen. Ball popped out perfectly, right into the hands of Burnett. She was unable to make the shot. Ball's going to head out of bounds. That's going to be off one of the Hornets. 6:20 remaining in the game. Willer, double team, inside. Turnaround shot, good. Kenzie Taylor with her first points of the game. 24-23. Mexico with the lead, and we're going to have a whistle here. And the ball's going to go right back over to Mexico.
Caitlin Summers trying to throw it down the far sideline and missed her intended target. Goes out of bounds right in front of the Hillcrest bench. Each team with over 20 turnovers in the game.
6 minutes left in the ball game. Turnaround shot, no good. Rebound's going to be controlled by Cook. And we're going to have a whistle and a foul here.
Yeah, from behind, a little push by Jordan Thurman. More than anything, she was kind of turned right into the offensive player. And
she was trying to keep her balance.
Yes,
if we're being honest, that's what was happening here. But unfortunately, that counts as a foul. 5th team foul. And that might actually be a problem as we get closer to the end of this game. Rebound. Put back up. Rebound now controlled by Thurman. Mexico trying the fast break. Turnaround shot, no good. Rebound comes down to Parlett. She'll get it off to Summers. Lady Hornets down 1.
She's got her double-double now, Parlett.
And we're going to have the foul call. Another one on Thurman. Now there's 16 fouls now on Mexico, so every foul down the stretch now is free throws for the Lady Hornets. So this could be a big advantage as the Lady Hornets only have 1 foul right now. Stolen, Hudson, layup, good. Hudson saw that inbound pass all the way. Stole it, laid it in, 26-23. Biggest lead of the game now for Mexico. 5:08 remaining. Shots up and good.
First basket for Cook, and now we're getting a flurry of points by both teams.
Under 5 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. 26-25 Mexico. Dumps it down into the corner. Go back out to Willer. Simpson. 3-point try. Off the mark. Rebound's going to be controlled by Barker. Summers over the timeline. 4.5 to go in the fourth. Cook underneath, and Parlett just couldn't hang on to it.
That high-low action there between Cook and Parlett looked like a pretty good pass.
Yeah.
But as she came down, she lost control of the ball. That'll be a turnover. 1-point lead for Mexico here with 4:20 to play.
And they're able to break the press, bring it into the offensive zone. Simpson low, and we're going to have a travel. Surprised she didn't go to the hoop on that one, Tom.
Yeah, I think she turned and saw the defender coming at her, and it spooked her a little bit.
4:10 remaining in the fourth quarter. Lady Hornets underneath the Parlett. She's covered well. And we're going to end up they're called a jump ball.
Kenzie Taylor, 5'10 sophomore, doing a fairly good job on Parlett. They match up size-wise.
So Hillcrest with the possession arrow. Dumps it underneath. And we're going to have a foul as Parlett went to get the ball. See, there were 3 Bulldogs in the area. Second foul on Epperson. Team foul number 7. That'll send Parlett to the line for a 1-and-1. And like I said, big advantage here for Hillcrest. These final 4 minutes, every foul is free throws. She misses the first and able to get the rebound.
Yep, she touched the ball on the offensive side of the court, and her momentum took her over on the other side, so that's an over and back.
And another break there for Parlett. 3:53 remaining in the fourth quarter. It's a 1-point lead for the Mexico Lady Bulldogs. Pass tipped again. This time back the other way on the fast break. Summers has it taken back away. Hudson has been fantastic defensively for the Lady Bulldogs. Back out top of the key. Pass almost knocked away. Inside move. Pass. Shot was blocked a little bit, but not enough. Kenzie Taylor with 4 points in the game. 3-point lead now for the Lady Bulldogs. 3:15 remaining in the fourth. Summers in the near court to Caitlin. Sisters throwing it back and forth. 3-point try. Off the mark. Clean rebound for Kenzie Taylor. Mexico up 3. Under 3 minutes left in the fourth. And a timeout called for by the Lady Bulldogs. 2:48 remaining in this ball game. Mexico Lady Bulldogs 28. Hillcrest Lady Hornets 25.
Yeah, they took the lead on a big basket by Taylor, and she has scored a couple big baskets in the second half. Again, comes in off the bench, matches up size-wise with Parlett, and she's done a pretty good job defensively denying that pass down low at times.
But if you notice, Tom, here, especially in the fourth quarter, Mexico has controlled those turnovers. That had been their big problem in the game. They've not been turning the ball over, and as a result, they've been able to convert when they've been able to take it away from Hillcrest.
Hey, don't forget to enter to win free golf by texting Big Shot 48 to 96752. When you text, you'll be entered, and the good folks at Big Shots Golf will send you something special.
Cool.
Text Big Shot 48 to 96752 for details. That's 96752.
Now, you played out of Big Shots, haven't
Yes.
you? It is fun.
Yes, it is. And it's heated bays. So here it is getting a little bit cooler.
A little chilly.
Jason, the heated bays are nice because you can play year-round.
Yeah, most people aren't crazy like us and will play in the middle of winter no matter how cold it is. It's nice to have those heated bays, and it's a lot of fun and something really you can take the whole family to go to. 2:48 remaining in the ballgame. 28-25, 3-point lead for the Mexico Lady Bulldogs. They've got the ball as Willer brings it over the timeline. Taylor in the near court, has it taken away. Back the other way. Layup is going to fall. Very smart move by Caitlin Summers as she stopped, let the defender run right on by, and then got the bucket. 1 point lead now for the Bulldogs.
Nice pump fake there by Summers, and it's a 1 point game.
Top of the key, 3-point try. Hudson off the mark. Rebound, Taylor. And they're going to call the foul. A good move by Hillcrest as they have fouls to give. So doing a job there to make sure they don't get the easy bucket. Mexico to inbound. They're up 1, 2:12 to go. Whistle and a foul. Cook is going to get called for. No, they're going to call the foul on Parlett.
Is that her
That'll
fourth?
be her third. No, sorry.
Fourth.
Cook's fourth foul.
Yes.
And the first free throw is good. Hudson now 3 for 5 from the free throw line. 3 for 6. Ball's going to go out of bounds. And they're going to say it went off the fingers of Morgan Cook. 29-27, 2-point lead for Mexico with 2:08 left in the fourth quarter. Here's a 3-point try. That's off the back iron, no good. Rebound going to be controlled by Cook. Summers in trouble in the backcourt, able to get to Barker. They get it to Cook. Cook, shot no good. Rebound, everybody hanging on to that one. Jump ball, the possession arrow is in favor of the Bulldogs. 1:52 remaining here in the fourth. 29-27, 2-point lead for the Mexico Lady Bulldogs. Hudson gets it around Thurman. Thurman in the corner. And we're going to have a whistle with 5 seconds. So she hung on to it with close contact for 5 seconds. Turns it over with 1:29 remaining in the fourth. Hillcrest Lady Hornets are down to 29-27.
Don't forget, we'll have the post-game ceremony out in the lobby. The MVP and the head coach of the winning team.
Barker, cross-court pass, Summers. Summers, drive, no foul, and a whistle. Now they call the foul, and I think they're going to be calling it on Summers. .112 remaining here in the fourth. As they get the ball in, Thurman swatted down, and a foul call this time. So Parlett had a good stuff, and then on the putback, committed the foul. That'll be her fourth foul. 1:04 remaining. First one is off the back iron, bouncing, and misses.
That was her 7th free throw attempt. She has missed 4.
Second one is off the back iron. That is no good as well. And a whistle and timeout called for by Hillcrest. 59 seconds remain here in the fourth quarter, Tom. Like I say, the game at fourth quarter, Hillcrest just down to 29-27.
Well, right now, Justin Gerald is trying to set up a play to get it inside to Parlett. There's no doubt about it. She's had the game 13 points, the only player in double figures. Again, they got to work up a play to get it to her. But Mexico's done a pretty good job in denying that pass. They know exactly what Hillcrest is trying to do, get it inside. So
if you're the coach knowing, Tom, that right now they're setting up their defense to make sure there's at least 3 bodies on Parlett, do you go to somebody else? Do you set the play up for someone else knowing that's what Mexico's going to do?
Well, and Morgan Cook, who is playing with 4 fouls, but she's another option for them. And, of course, the Summers twins have shown the tendency to be able to hit a shot from time to time. So if they're open, I'm sure they'll take the shot, especially if there's a double team down low somebody's got to be open, and that's something that Parlette's got to know too, that if she draws that extra defender, she's got to look and see who's open, who has a better look.
Well, we can see we've got at least 2 already lined up against Parlette. So we know she's drawing the double team already. Let's see what happens. 57 seconds remaining here in the fourth. Drive, shot, tipped, rebound, Parlette, shot, no good, but she draws the foul. So Parlette will go to the line with a chance to tie it with 50 seconds to go.
This game's far from being over, Jason. With the whistles, the turnovers, free throws obviously are huge, and these two are extremely huge for Parlette.
Misses the first one off the back iron. She was 3 for 3 from the free throw line in the first half, 0 for 3 in the second half. Second one no good off the back iron. Rebound controlled by Willer. And able to get it into the front court. 38 seconds remaining. Hillcrest trying to make something happen defensively. And they are going to send a foul here, Willer. They had another foul to give. In fact, they got one more to give before it becomes a 1-and-1. 31 seconds remain. And a timeout called for by the Mexico Lady Bulldogs. Tom, you got to make your free throws.
Well, and now obviously Hillcrest is going to have to foul. If they don't get the steal, they'll have to foul to get the ball back. So it'll be Mexico's opportunity to shoot some free throws here up to, it's a one-possession game, obviously, right now. And there's plenty of time to get that tying basket up. But obviously Hillcrest will go for the steal first or look for a turnover, get the ball back, and they're setting up both their offense and their defense. Who do they want to foul? So a lot of things that the coaches are talking about right now in the huddles.
And it's surprising to me, Parlette has been outstanding in this game so far, but 3 for 3 from the charity stripe in the first half, 0 for 4 in the second. That's kind of surprising.
It is, because she knows she's going to get a lot of attention defensively and a lot of opportunities from the line as they try to deny her those easy shots around the basket.
31.8 seconds. I guess I better start adding the point. Because when you get to this point in a game like this, when it's 2 points and late in the fourth quarter, even those tenths of a second can make a world of difference.
I do want to remind you the Mexico boys went to triple overtime in their game. So there is precedent for Mexico.
And we're going to have a whistle. And the foul on the inbound pass. So they're going to be sending Willer to the line.
She has not scored and not attempted a free throw, so probably a good person to foul.
29.8 seconds left here in the fourth. Willer's first shot off the back iron, and the ball's going to be out of bounds. Parlette tried to save it, but ended up kicking it off the foot of Cameron Summers. So Hillcrest had what they wanted, a missed free throw, but they were unable to get the rebound. 23 seconds. And they're going to try to pass the ball around now. And a foul call. Cameron Summers will commit the foul. It'll send Hudson to the line. And Tom, that's not who Hillcrest wanted to be sending to the line. She's 3 for 4 here in the second half. 29-27, Mexico with a 2-point lead. 18.8 seconds left. Misses the first of the 1-and-1. Rebound comes down to Cook. 12 seconds. 11 seconds. Hillcrest trying to get the ball inside. They do. Here's the shot, no good. Rebound, put back, no good. And we're going to have a foul with 1.2 seconds left. So we're going to send Morgan Cook to the line. And Morgan's got a chance to tie this ball game. 1.2 seconds left. 29-27. Mexico at 1 point trailed by 5. First one is good.
Wow, off the back of the rim, goes straight up and comes through. So big one here for Cook to tie it up, 1.2 seconds.
29-28. 1.2 seconds left in the fourth. No good. Ball on the floor, and that's the ball game. Your final score has the Mexico Lady Bulldogs rallying from a 5-point deficit to pick up a 29-28 win over the Hillcrest Lady Hornets.
And we'll have our MVP announcement here, and of course our ceremony coming up in just a few moments as some of the men or the boys coming on for the next game. But we will have our ceremony here at halftime with the MVP as Mexico improves to 3-4. Hillcrest falls to 3-6 with the loss. We will visit with Ed Costley and one of his players as one of the Missouri.
I'm betting on Claire Hudson.
We will see. They will have the ceremony here real quick, and we'll have a chance here in a couple of minutes to talk with both of them. Yep, Claire Hudson, Jason, good call. 9 points in a game, great defensively. She is the MVP of this one, so we'll talk it over with Ed Costley and Claire here in just a few moments.
Again, your final score, the Mexico Lady Bulldogs 29, the Hillcrest Hornets 28. And we're going to take a quick break, and then we will go out and interview the coach and the MVP of this game. You've been watching the 48 Hours of Basketball, hosted by the Missouri Basketball Coaches Association and Greenwood Laboratory School on the Springfield Sports Network.
Parlett, their big player down low, she was a go-to player, and you had at times did a great job defensively on her.
Yeah, I thought we kind of mixed up defenses, and we went to our 1-2-2 really helped us out, and then one possession we changed to a 2-2-1, and really just trying to put more pressure on the guards on the wings to force them to make another pass. And, that's all we're asking the girls to do is just go get the steal if you get the opportunity. And I thought some of those deflections kept their rhythm off a little bit to get the ball inside.
Claire in the game scores 9 points, game high. Picking up this nice honor after the game.
It's exciting. Things weren't going our way. We just had to find a way to get it done. Shots weren't falling. That happens, but we found a way.
Yep. Sometimes you got to rely on defense, right? And you guys did that today, including you with the 5 steals.
Defense leads the offense. If we have good D, we don't need to worry about offense not going our way. It'll eventually fall.
You guys, with the win, improved now to 3-4 on the season. Talk about what's coming up for you guys now. Obviously, right in the middle of the season, right?
We have a lot of big games ahead. We have things to work on, but we're getting better from game 1 already.
You had a big target with their post player in Parlett, the number 42. Talk about how you defended her as a player.
I just put pressure on the guard so she wasn't able to get the ball in her hands, and then if they can't pass it to her, she's not going to score.
How's the trip been for you guys?
It was fun. I like Springfield. Good night for us.
Well, very good. Congratulations on your award. Coach, congratulations. Good luck the rest of the year.
Thank you.
Again, Mexico wins it by a score of 29-28. They improved to 3-4 on the season. It is Big Shots Golf sponsoring the 48 Hours of Basketball at Greenwood Lab School.